This is going to be a YouTube presentation on how to align the headlights on a smart car. There are many YouTubes on taking the front fenders off and replacing the bulbs. So I'm not going to go through that because that's already been discussed. But what I'm going to go through is the alignment of the headlights, which I could not find any place on YouTube or any place else. So I decided that I was going to take on the job and figuring out how the thing works so I could do the alignment. So let's talk about it. First thing I did was took the fenders loose from the car, and you can see that right there. And that gives me the ability to move the fenders out, which I'll show you right here. You can move the fenders out. And the reason why you have to move the fenders out is to get the headlight bucket out. You have to move the fenders away. And this one I already loosened up, and I'm going to take it out to show you, since I did have it out. And I'll show you that there are 3 mounting screws that hold the headlight bucket in place. There's one here, there's one here, and there is one more. Let me find it. Right there. So there's 3 screws. So when you get the headlight assembly out, that still doesn't buy you much. So what I ended up doing, and you won't have to do this, but I had to do it to figure out how it works. I took the left headlight, or passenger side headlight, out, and here it is here. I took it out since I have to do that one also, and I took it apart to understand what's going on. And in disassembling it, I ended up taking off the front cover, which is here. That's just held on with a couple of clips, 4 clips of mastic. I took off the chrome bezel assembly, and that's held on with 2 torque screws. One is there, and one's at the bottom. I'll take this off. And the other one is right there. And so that gave me the headlight bucket assembly, if you want to call it. So we took 3 things off. There, and now that. Now, so that doesn't tell you how it adjusts. So I took this assembly out, and it's a little complicated to take out. You won't have to do that, but I had to do it to understand it. I took this assembly out, took the bulbs out, of course, and what I found was the adjustment for the headlight is right here, and the other one is this pin here, and the other one is this right here. Now, you don't do it from inside the headlight, you do it from the outside of the headlight, but they don't tell you that. Here's what you see when you see the outside of the headlight when you look in the car. Now, I labeled it, of course, to make it easier, make my life easier. There's one adjustment, and you can see I said up, down, high, low beam. And you go clockwise, and that moves it down. The next adjustment is in, out, low beam, okay? And it's this adjustment right here. And the third adjustment, which I don't tell you about, which really pisses me off, is this is up, down, low beam only. And this adjustment is on the bottom side. It is this right here. And believe it or not, it's a 5-sided, it's not 6-sided, so I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get a socket wrench to work. I tried metric, I tried American, then after looking at it closely, it's 5-sided, so it's a special tool. So what I did is I took a Dremel and put a slot in it so a screwdriver fits in it. So let's talk about what you see when you look at the headlight. Now, this one I didn't take apart. This one here doesn't have to be taken apart, because now that I understand how it works, I can show you the back side. So here's what you see when you look down from the hood. You see this one, which we know adjusts. The one that you also can see, and God for knows what reason, is they